Hi there. Welcome back to a special edition, a very special edition of Boozin' with Jude. I'm going to make a special drink tonight for a special person. The drink is called, it's a take on what's called the hot tomato. Probably never heard of it, but I'm going to show you how to make it, and I'm dedicating it tonight to a lovely hot tomato by the name of Jeff. So I'd say Jeff is a friend, but actually I've never met Jeff. I know his wife, Libby, quite well, and her family. And Jeff, unfortunately, has become ill, and Jeff has cancer. Now, I can talk about that because guess what? You may not know it, but I'm a cancer patient. Yes. So it's very true. Now, I'm doing great, but when I was quite sick, I did, as my brother said, my brother Jody, I played the cancer card. So, somebody would say, well, can you help us do that? And I'm like, oh sure, but, I'm a cancer patient. Hey, I don't really need a seat. I know there's no extra chairs, but I'm a cancer patient. So even a friend of mine made a meme. It's a picture of me when my hair was all gone with some sunglasses, and it says, you may not know this, but I'm a cancer patient. So, I don't like to make jokes about cancer so much, except that people get uncomfortable because they don't know what to say or what to do, and everybody wants to help, and it's such a difficult time for people, not just the person suffering, but the people that love them, because you just want to help, and you know what? You can't. And there are all those times of sickness and alcohol. Guess what? So what do they say? My oncologist is like, well, you really shouldn't drink a lot of alcohol. It's not really good for cancer. Yeah, I ain't listening to that. Okay, I listen to that. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. I'll make a cocktail and I'll drink it. One cocktail once a night, once every other night, whenever I'm doing a show. And so I wanted to make something. There's no cure-all. There's no, like, if you Google, cocktails that cure cancer, what they come up with is like medicine cocktails of like hideous things that they give you. But I wanted to come up with something that would, just kind of knock the bad feelings out and make you feel better. So, alcohol and cancer, I know alcohol was what helped me to know that I was sick, because I got sick one October and I went like 4 months without drinking because just the thought of it was revolting. I knew there was something wrong, didn't I? Yes, I did. And so my first drink after that was a martini at Duke's in London. It was the best. It was the absolute best. So this isn't gonna, do anything except maybe cheer Jeff up. And if you want to try this, it's a really interesting drink. The hot tomato doesn't have a lot of history. So, like in 2012, Stoli made a vodka that was called Stoli Hot. Now, you can make it with that. You can make it with Absolute Pepper vodka. I didn't have any of those, so I took my Grey Goose a couple days ago and put a couple peppercorns in it and put some horseradish in it and just let it steep for a couple days, and made my own kind of hot vodka. So it's basically vodka, whichever kind you want. Tomatoes, believe it or not, we're gonna macer, or like we're gonna muddle some tomatoes in here, and lemon juice, pure lemon juice, of course, fresh squeezed lemon juice, and some simple syrup, which, as you know, is equal parts sugar and water. Just heat it up until the sugar dissolves. So, Jeff, this is for you. I think if you drink this, it's going to knock the crap out of you. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So what we do is it's supposed to be made with cherry tomatoes. Again, I don't have cherry tomatoes. I have these really sweet things. I don't know what they're called, but they're like candy. So it says 2 cherry tomatoes, but these are smaller, so I'm going to put 4 of these in my shaker. Excuse me, in my shaker, upside down again, and I'm going to muddle them. Now, remember when I said when you muddle things, when I was muddling the grapes, it's much the same. You do not want to, you're going to have seeds and stuff. You do not want to, muddle the heck out of them and, kill the tomatoes. You're going to have the seeds in the drink, I hate to tell you, but, you don't want parts of the tomato skin floating in and stuff. So just, lightly muddle it, turn it until you get the juices out of there. So it would be 2 cherry tomatoes, but we're these babies, I don't know what they're called. They're so sweet. Oh, I didn't know I liked tomatoes growing up. You have one of these, it's like candy. Okay, so back to the drink. I pre-measured everything. So I have my vodka with peppercorn and horseradish. I also put a little green bell pepper in there just to let it flavor it a little bit. And we're gonna garnish it with that. So that's a pretty hot tomato, that vodka. And then we're gonna do our fresh lemon juice. Squeezed from fresh lemons, folks. Remember, we don't put up with any of that stuff out of a bottle. And then this does seem weird. So that was 3/4 ounces of lemon juice and a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. So 2 ounces of vodka, 3/4 ounces of fresh lemon juice, a 1/2 of simple syrup, and those 2 cherry tomatoes or 4 of those little sweet things, whatever they are. Yum-y. Now we're going to add some ice to it. I know it's really crass. I'm always using my hands with the ice. Sorry about that. I just got to get some tongs someday and, but I'm the only one that drinks it. So if I were making it for you, I wouldn't use my hands, especially in, this day and age. So here we go. Did it upside down again? I get confused. I don't think it really matters. So shake it good. This is going to kind of blow your brains out and stuff. Okay. Now we're going to put this on the rocks in a cocktail glass. And we're going to garnish it. And we're going to toast our friend Jeff and his loved ones, Libby, and those who are around him in California these days while he goes through this. So you want to strain it. Now I learned a little trick. Let's see if it works. Oh, no, that's right. You're supposed to hit it from... I guess I didn't learn a little trick. So, I don't know. Once again, this should be like the part where you're probably laughing at me. You're supposed to hit the side you wouldn't think you hit. Yeah, there it is. Woohoo! Okay. Holy mama. Okay. So when we strain it, we're going to kind of close the... I don't know what it's called. Close the gate, but you want it like a real tight strain. So you move that up so that you don't get as many of the... it's like tomatoey, seedy things in there. And you keep as much of the, the goo from the muddling in there. So, and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a couple peppercorns, just drop them in there. I'm going to take that little sweet tomato, whatever these are called. They're so good. And I'm going to take a little thin slice of green pepper and garnish it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sort of scared. You know what? I did not try this before. Whew. My take on the hot tomato. Before I toast you, I don't think I told you that Stoli made the hot in 2012, and what they did is they rolled it out at the Tribeca Film Festival in New York, and so a lot of hot tomato hoity-toity fancy people were seen drinking that drink at the Tribeca Film Festival closing. So, but you haven't heard much of it since. So I don't know what that says about the drink, but you know what? I think, sometimes when you're feeling low, get something hot and spicy and really different, and it'll just, wake you up. So, Jeff, here's to you. All our love and prayers for your recovery, and to your family, to Libby and to your family. Guys, you know what? Keep fighting, stay strong. Salute. Oh my. That's quite good. I have to say, I'm really surprised. I was not looking forward to this. It's not hot toddy season, and when you're not feeling well, a hot toddy always goes down good. But I thought, okay, something hot and spicy. It's spicy and sweet, sweet like tomato sweet. This is not a bad drink. It's like a vegetable drink with vodka and horseradish and peppercorns, of course. Try this. I'm saying, you know what? I like this. And if you can't find the pepper vodka, make your own. Just make your own. You want to put more hot in it, you want to put Tabasco sauce in it, that would work too. For me, this is just perfect. So, salute again. Thanks for joining me on this special edition of Boozing with Jude. Keep Jeff and the gang in your thoughts, and everybody else who is fighting the good fight, against an insidious disease called cancer. Stay strong. We'll catch you on our next edition. Good night, folks.